Folks, you heard it here first. I am 100% certain that science is going to back me up, and then the insurance companies are going to pay for this. When a child or human being is given a surprise, amazing gift that they cannot understand why they're getting, the wow factor, the sound of opening up that wrapping paper and opening up the thing, and wow, that is shock therapy for the brain that if it's done consistently, like all medication, needs to be consistent. All medicine is consistent. You'll see they're happier. The depression lifts. They'll need less medication. It'll heal their brain from medication of depression, anxiety, OCD, ODD for sure, BPD, and even bipolar. And we have hundreds of parents that are willing to testify. If the insurance companies understood that we are more successful than the psychiatric facilities that cost $30,000 a month or $60,000 a month, look at our data. Look at our data. I know for sure that it will be backed up scientifically. I know it's proven scientifically because I see it. We see it from our flesh. We see it from parents who are doing things that nobody ever prescribed. Nobody ever said, surprise your kid on a steady basis with wows, unearned, amazing gifts of physical gifts of love and fun and trips. And fun changes their brain. I always say, they bring the FU, you just have to bring the N. You'll have fun, and if you can get that, the more fun you could flood into their mind, they change. It switches, the switch goes from negative to positive. The same kid, a year later, 2 years later, positive. Life is good. And just the whole world can change. But the sicker the kid is, the more fun they need, the more gifts, the more surprises, the more medicine. I wish that the insurance companies would give you parents who need it and are using it correctly, would give you $50,000, $100,000. You know what we can do with that? We could save, I don't want to say every kid because there's always exceptions, but way better than the psych wards and the boot camps. You know, people send their kids to Utah. I told them, no, your kid needs Utah. They need a daddy, Abba, Ima, a tati. That's what they need. And we see, it sounds like, I don't know, sometimes I listen to myself. I say, wow, when did you become this love? I'm a regular guy. I don't even like people. I'm not a love guy. I'm not Kalbach and Nanach and Breslov. I'm a regular guy. But I've seen this. We have testimony of hundreds of parents. Where are all the kids? Where are they? Those kids who were suicidal. Einhard Davish is a right to help and never to have a suicide. Where are all those kids that were on psychiatric medication that a couple of years go by and all the parents did was TP? And where is it? Where is it? It's like 99%. We have like 1%, 2% that still need medication. They have psychiatric schizoaffective and that kind of stuff. It's not enough. We still have to do this. But depression, anxiety, how come we have no alcoholics? We don't have one kid that I can remember offhand that is in AA, 12-step program. We're so many drug addicts. Heroin is a different category, but all the other ones. So while we're dealing with a few stubborn ones, which we all daven for, and we all know them in the group because everything is open, we have our 5, 10, but we're processing another 50, 100 constantly, just stopping, smoking, stopping. Where's the violence? You know how many kids are thrown out of home because nobody could stop the violence? And nobody knows how to de-escalate the situation, and then Shomrim is called, and Hatzalah is called, and they tell me, you wouldn't say to throw out the kid? I say 100%. A kid who is like that, you have to throw out the kid. But I know how to de-escalate the kid, de-escalate the situation, so you won't be like that. Those kids feel constantly like everybody hates my guts. So you get the worst out of them. When you do TP in a very short time, they realize, I'm not hated, so what do I want to kill everybody for? We've never had, so many kids who were suicidal or violent beforehand. So I know, and you heard it here first, that the world, today is June 8th, 2020. So in 100 years from now, when they're writing a documentary, about how the insurance company figured this out 100 years later, you should know. I'm doing this already 11 years. You can change the entire mindset of a person by flooding their brain with unearned fun, gifts, luxury, pleasure. And I don't know why nobody thought of it. Depression is because their head is full of pain. They have unearned agony. Balance it out. It doesn't spoil them. People say they're going to spoil them. It's a whole different speech. That's cuckoo. Doesn't spoil them. They have so much unearned pain. Give them unearned pleasure. Balance it out, and then they'll go back to saying, well, life is sometimes bad and life is sometimes good. Otherwise, life is always bad. Nobody ever balanced out all the unearned, undeserved bad I had in my life. We come in unearned. Disney World, unearned gifts. I knew you're gonna like this. Look what you people are doing. You redo their rooms. You give them a new bed, a new mattress, a new television in the room, and you redo nothing. It's peanuts. It's like 1 week of a psych ward. You can do 3 months of this stuff. And we also have a KIP fund to help. And it's still expensive, I know, but it's so much cheaper than the boot camps. It's so much cheaper than the psych wards, and the success is amazing. Baruch Hashem. We have 101 Shem Torah Mitzvahs Ken Yirbe. I expect all of your kids to have a full recovery, Be'ezus Hashem. If for nothing else, it's because of the Mesiras Nefesh that you have for believing in them and for doing everything that you can. Think about it. So many hundreds of other parents, they go to sleep at night. They're not reading manuals. They're not attending classes in groups and Zooms and thinking and breaking their head. What can I do for my kid? What can I do for my kid? I feel so bad for my kid. They're not doing research, nothing. They go to sleep at night. Stupid kid, bad apple, bad seed. They missed the whole sugya. You're not like that. You're working hard to understand your child. You're working hard to pick them up, to raise their spirits. Ashreichem.